Alright, what is up YouTube? James Baek here, and welcome back to the Johto x Alola challenge. We have our first opponent of the day. Kind of fitting because I just battled a Needle King with the last episode, and now we have a Needle Queen. Okay. Now they just have to find each other. And let's see. So we got Needle Queen, Crocodile, Charizard, Tapu Bulu, Zapdos, and Silvally. We have this team, which again I do have two different teams that I'm using for Johto x Alola. I don't know why whenever I say Johto it comes out as Jota for some reason. I don't know, maybe because I actually have a friend named Jota, which is actually kind of weird, but like yeah. So we got, well, not the name, it's just like why I'm pronouncing it, I don't know. We got him on top, Tyranitar, Azumarill, Tapu Koko, Scizor, and Kommo-o. Honestly, Kommo-o destroys my opponent's team at the look of it. My opponent really doesn't have many options. I think Kommo-o, really solid option. Hitmontop can probably just fake out and set up. Could also lead Tapu Koko if I really want to. I think I want to go. Azumarill does really well here. I think Scizor though and Tapu Koko are the best in the back. Yeah, I think I like that. I mean, Tyranitar really doesn't do much against my opponent's team other than Zapdos. Zapdos could be a bit frustrating to deal with, I guess. But like, I just have so much offensive pressure and a bunch of chip damage on it to it. Should just let me handle the Zapdos just fine. Especially doesn't look like it's a Misty Seed or a Psychic Seed because you don't have that option. So it's going to be Crocodile plus Tapu Bulu in the back. So this is probably a very solid lead for me. Does these things, I mean, I'm thinking like Geo. If you don't know who Geo is, he played Eevee, and now I'm trying to think, does he have Whirlwind on Tapu Bulu? Does my opponent have Dragon Tail on Crocodile? We're gonna find out. I mean, I don't need Kommo to set up. I mean, Kommo can set up and just win the game, but I don't feel like I needed to absolutely. I mean, Kommo still puts in a lot of work even without setup, so I'm just gonna go for my Z move and fake out the Tapu Bulu. So we'll see how this works. Crocodile's at -1. Not going to be able to do much damage. Nothing really stops me. Is Crocodile going to protect? Double protect. Okay, so basically just like the last game. So I'm going to be able to get a free Z move off. Hoping a Flamethrower should knock out the Tapu Bulu. And I think I do want to get rid of Tapu Bulu. If I get rid of Tapu Bulu, that's really good for my side of the field. Alright, so cut out the Z move animation because it is copyrighted on YouTube and I don't want this video taken down. So, you know, you can't see this video. So, Z move, free damage basically, and now I get to go for Flamethrower. Tapu Bulu's not much of a threat though, because I do have Scizor though. I mean, I'm just going to Helping Hand Flamethrower to be honest, because I want my opponent to proc my eject button with Hitmontop, so I can get that free switch into my Tapu Koko, and then if Charizard comes in, I can just threaten it with very powerful Thunderbolt. So it should be good right here. I wonder if Helping Hand Flamethrower does knock out Tapu Bulu. I would assume so at +1 to be honest, but like, I don't know, man. Tapu Bulu is not... I mean, he doesn't have the best special defense in the world, that's for sure. I think it's like, what, base 75, I think? But like... I don't know, we'll see here. Crocodile's going to switch out too, which is Needle Queen, okay. So Needle Queen, Crocodile, Tapu Bulu's going down this turn unless it goes for a double here. Flamethrower going to come out. Oh my lord, you got the Fire Berry. You got the Aqua Berry. Very, very interesting. Wood Hammer, please tell me that's going out into him on top. Okay, I get that free switching like I wanted. That still did a lot, not gonna lie. I do get the free eject button. And I get to go out into my Scizor, I guess, and I just get to click Bullet Punch into the Needle Queen, and then there's, I think I just protect here. I don't think even if Needle Queen goes for, like, Flamethrower, I should be concerned about it too much. I could also just Clang Scales plus Bullet Punch, to be honest, which I think is safer. Yeah, I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to Bullet Punch the Tapu Bulu and just go for Clang Scales. Because the single target Clang Scales should still do a lot to the Needle Queen. I'm still worried. Like, I don't care if Scizor goes down to Fire Punch. I really don't need Scizor for much in this game, to be honest. I just got to get rid of Needle Queen somehow. Like, I thought I could have maybe protected Kommo Bullet Punch the Nidoqueen and then Bullet Punch the Tapu Bulu and Clanging Scales next turn, which could have been more optimal. And it might have been more optimal since, you know, Tapu Bulu protected. But we'll see. Nidoqueen shouldn't have a way to knock me out, even with the Life Orb Sheer Force. Only things I have to worry about are crit and freezes here. Clanging Scales. Yeah, that didn't do anything to Nidoqueen. Even at +1, it is bulky. Flamethrower just going to come out, which is fine. Okay, so Scizor going to go down here, but again, I didn't really need Scizor in this game. Like, originally it was just a backup plan in case, like, Tapu Bulu could have been more annoying. But right here, I think I could... The Grassy Terrain's healing it a bit. I think I just go out and hit him on top. I just fake out the Nidoqueen and Flamethrower the Tapu Bulu, and then I can go for Helping Hand plus Clanging Scales, and that should still do a lot of damage. Yeah, I think that's fine. So just Flamethrower, Tapu Bulu, fake out the Nidoqueen. Basically, a lot of my teams, especially setup teams, are like protect the setup mon, and basically right now, like, I think basically my opponent not having any offensive pressure against the Kommo is really nice. The problem is if I get too greedy with Clanging Scales, like Crocodile could become a problem in the future if Clanging Scales, Helping Hand boosted, doesn't knock out the... What's it called? The Crocodile. So Tapu Bulu going to switch out here in a Crocodile. I think that's fine because a Flamethrower should just put in range of a guaranteed Clanging Scales, even if you're like you can't be Assault Vesty protected earlier in the game. So fake out into the Nidoqueen, just get that little bit of chip. Flamethrower into the Crocodile. Some really good damage, to be honest. All right. Time for a little Helping Hand Hitmontop. Help out your boy Kommo-o. Like, Hitmontop's been doing a lot of work. I actually really love Hitmontop in formats like these. You don't have to worry about like Landorus or Cresselia, for instance, which are not legal in this tournament, which is great. So let us see. Hitmontop, it's time for your Helping Hand. I wonder how much this does to Nidoqueen. Like, it did, I think it does like what, 40%? That should put in range of Gleam plus another Clanging Scale, so that's pretty much what I'm going for. Tapu Bulu should also be in range of Life Orb Dazzling Gleam. So this is what basically the end game comes down to, is like the Charizard. Like, how much damage does it take? And what kind of Charizard is it, I guess? If it's Zard X, he could Dragon Claw and stay in normal form, I guess. So Hitmontop, time for your Helping Hand. Alright. Clanging Scale is going to come out into the Crocodile and Nidoqueen. That did a lot more than I expected. Okay, that should just be definitely in another Clanging Scales range. And let's see what the Nidoqueen did. Just Sludge Bomb into the Hitmontop. That's fine. I mean, no damage on Kommo means, and basically no attacks into Kommo means less chance of me getting crit. And now I can just Clanging Scales plus Thunderbolt for the game. Even if it's Zard X, it's Charizard in the back, Thunderbolt will be able to take care of Charizard Y. Thunderbolt plus Clanging Scales will take care of Charizard X, or if it decides not to Mega Evolve, like, you know, Thunderbolt will take care of it. So basically, this endgame has gone perfectly in plan here. And I don't care if, like, Tapu Bulu switches out, because Clanging Scales plus Thunderbolt is still going to be able to knock out a Charizard with the Life Orb. So no matter what, like, my opponent is pinned here. Like, your most optimal play here is to switch out Nidoqueen, I think, into Tapu Bulu, but even if you do that, like, you're still in a bad position. So we'll see what happens here. Maybe I could have called that too, but I'm just going to go for the safe, straightforward play, to be honest, because I don't want to risk anything here. Especially since Charizard shouldn't be able to beat Kommo if it's Charizard Y. So I'll just go for Gleam, like a Tapu Bulu switches in. I'm just going to go for Gleam plus Clanging Scales. Nidoqueen is going to switch out. Is Charizard going to protect? But my opponent definitely making the best play possible, I think, here. If you protect Charizard. If you don't protect Charizard, I feel like that's just game. Charizard X. Okay, that should seal it up. I think Clanging Scales plus Dazzling Gleam. I don't feel like you should Mega Evolve just to hide that information. And you don't even protect, so yeah, that's probably game. Yeah, because Charizard goes down. I'm kind of actually... Yeah, I'm a little bit... Maybe my opponent doesn't have Protect. But, like, I definitely do agree with the Tapu Bulu switching. I don't know. But, like, you lost your Charizard by Mega Evolving there. And, well, you would have lost it either way, to be honest. But, like, you avoid the Clanging Scales You avoid a knockout on top of Bulu, and then you have a chance to maybe take one knockout, and then maybe you could somehow win this game. But with Charizard going down there, it's game over because now I just Gleam playing Scales. There's no reason for me not to, and I'll just be able to seal up the game because I do outspeed the Tapu Bulu. Thus my opponent has a random Quick Claw, but shouldn't be able to knock out Kommo-o. You know what? I'm gonna Flamethrower here. Cause I got a -2 defense. So I'm gonna Gleam Flamethrower. Cause it's definitely gonna be able to knock out both of these Pokemon, and it's gonna be a good game. Cause my opponent is at low health. You don't have anything that can really stop these Pokemon from doing the work that they are going to put in right now. So yeah, just again, this game was pretty much just protect the Kommo-o, and it was just able to set up. Scizor might not have been the best Pokemon here, but like Azu could have probably put in more work because Aqua Jet would have probably done more to the Nidoqueen. But yeah, the Aqua Berry was interesting on top of Bulu. I wonder if it survives like Charizard wise Heat Wave. I wonder if it does. Maybe it's like Stone Edge, and if it lives Charizard wise Heat Wave and Sun, and gets the Stone Edge out, that would actually be really cool. That would have actually been really cool. Unfortunately, I don't have a Charizard Y on my team, so it doesn't work out for my opponent that way. But allowed Tapu Bulu to survive the Helping Hand Flamethrower, which it wouldn't have taken otherwise by the damage it took. So we're gonna look for another game. Oh man, that was fun. Just the Aqua Berry, man, and the fact it was Charizard X. It would have been like a really interesting game to see if he like stayed in normal form and protected with Charizard if he did have it, because then it's like mind games, right? Because what would be my most optimal play? I think it would still be Gleam Claying Scales, but if your Charizard is able to survive that at +1 in normal form, maybe you could Dragon Claw knock out my Kommo-o, since it's like a -2 or -3 at that point, and then is it, maybe it's -1, but maybe if you crit there or something, like you could potentially like get Nidoqueen in grassy terrain, heal enough to where you live a Gleam, and then potentially win the game. So I don't know who we're facing because I didn't actually look, but I think that's Japanese text, like American text letters. English text. Why did I say American text? Okay. We got Porygon 2, Tapu Fini, Tapu Koko, Kartana, Arcanine, Garchomp. Is this 2017 all over again? I don't know. Kommo was in 2017, but it does so well against 4 of my opponent's Pokemon, and then does terrible against the 2 Tapus. The 2 Tapus are going to be the painful ones to deal with. To be honest, Koko Hitmontop looks really solid in this game. It looks really solid in this game. I'm going to go Hitmontop, Tapu Koko. Scizor can put in some work. I think Scizor in the back. Kommo-o. The question is, do I want Scizor or Azumarill? Like, Azumarill could potentially sweep my opponent's team if I'm able to get the Belly Drum up and weaken the Tapu Fini plus the Kartana. Oh man, they're both good. I think I'll go Scizor though. I think Scizor is just safer. Because if I get rid of Arcanine, which is kind of easy to do, Scizor could probably just easily set up. It depends on like the item on Fini. Fini is really hard to deal with this team. Like, it wasn't hard to deal with in practice, like the few games I did, but like, yeah, not sure about how this one is. We'll see how this works though. Hitmontop, Tapu Koko against what? Tapu Koko, Porygon 2. Okay. So I don't know if you protect with Tapu Koko or not. I kind of just want to. Oh man. Mind games, mind games, mind games. I really want to Volt Switch to Tapu Koko. Download gonna be special attack. Oh, it got attack. Interesting. Nice. Well, then again, my Hitmontop's really, really bulky. I do want to Volt Switch the Tapu Koko because if I fake out Volt Switch, it puts in range of Scizor's attack. So you know what? I'm gonna fake out Volt Switch. There's a chance Tapu Koko could be Specs 2. Porygon 2 reveals Protect. Okay, that's basically the best turn I could have got out of then. Fake out into the Tapu Koko, a Volt Switch. Yeah, that should put him in bullet punch range. So protect Porygon 2, which is something we really don't see that often here. I can go on to Scizor here. And the plays to go into Scizor. Then I think go switch out Hitmontop hard into Kommo and bullet punch. Because if Arcanine wants to come in, then like it's a good opportunity for like my setup with my Kommo. So yeah, I'm gonna go out on a Kommo and bullet punch the Tapu Koko. I'm not sure if Arcanine switches in that you'll be able to live the bullet punch. We'll see here. I really don't know this calc. I mean, I am adamant Scizor with a good amount of investment, but we'll find out together, friends. The Kommo gonna come out. I don't think you Gleam here either, to be honest. I think you Thunderbolt, but no switch outs. Okay. So Scizor gonna come out. Mega Scizor. And Bullet Punch is going to come out. I should knock out Tapu Koko. Nice. So I get rid of Tapu Koko. Critical hit, that doesn't matter. I don't think that matters at all. Tri Attack going to come out and target down my Hitmontop slot. That does a lot. That did a lot. Not going to lie. That really did do a good amount. What's coming out? Arcanine? Yeah, okay. Like, this is an easy Clangor Soul Blaze, but because I don't like, even if it's Feeny, like I don't have to worry about it too much. I'm gonna go out into Hitmontop, I feel like, or Scizor, and I think I Z move. I mean, I don't have to Z move, but I think I will try to Z move up here because I want the damage on Arcanine if potential right away. Because again, once Arcanine goes down, like Scizor can have a really fun time against my opponent's remaining mons. So Hitmontop, get to Intimidate, and then I think if you target down that Scizor with Fire type attack, I can go out into my Tapu Koko, and we get the Z move off first, so it's faster than the Arcanine, which is really nice to confirm. And here we go. That did some damage on that Arcanine, but I do have to worry about like the Porygon 2 because I can't double into Porygon 2 like I would in VGC 17 because it's probably you know, it has Protect. It's a Citrus Berry on Arcanine, not the 50% berry. Flare Blitz gonna go into Hitmontop. I get the free switch in now. No burn. Thank you. Because like if Kommo goes down, I don't have a really good answer to deal with. Like, okay, I just go out to Tapu Koko. Oh, I think that's max physical defense. Oh, Ice Beam. So Ice Beam, Tri Attack, Protect. You either don't have Recover, you don't have Trick Room. Okay. I think I just Volt Switch here and I close combat. Again, I really don't need Kommo for much other than just getting damage onto my opponent's team. If you don't have Recover Porygon 2, that's fine by me. That's fine by me. Arcanine gonna reveal Extreme Speed. Does this knock out -1 attack? Yeah, I didn't think you did, to be honest. Close combat, gonna go out into Porygon 2. I could have doubled it, but I was worried about Protect. With the Intimidate and basically no attack investment with my Kommo, I do miss out the knockout onto the Porygon 2, but I do knock out the Arcanine. Really, really nice here. And I'll go on to Scizor. I'm pretty sure my opponent targeted down the Kommo slot. And I can keep him on top of round if it's like Kartana in the back. And also Fake Out Pressure is really nice. Like right now, like Tapu Koko plus Scizor plus Hitmontop's looking really good against the rest of my opponent's team. Is Recover. Okay, so my opponent going to opt for Recover here. But if you opt for Recover here, that means, yeah, no Trick Room. So I don't have to worry about Trick Room being set up in this game. So Tapu Koko is going to outspeed all of my opponent's Pokemon, excluding a Scarf, Kartana, or Garchomp. It is Kartana coming out. And I think I could just Swords Dance up and Flamethrower the Kartana. I have good answers against the Porygon 2. So I do not mind, even if Porygon 2 gets a full, like as long as I get rid of Kartana, like this Porygon 2 doesn't have any offensive pressure against my Scizor. And I can just start, you know, double targeting down the Porygon 2 and just, you know, pick up that knockout. So we'll see what my opponent opts to do here. I also wonder if it's Scarf Kartana. Scarf Kartana can be annoying. That's why I'm going for the Swords Dance setup. Because if it is Scarf Kartana, I can fake out Bug Bite it afterward. Porygon 2 gonna Protect, which is fine. No Scarf Kartana, okay. Or maybe it's Slow Scarf, but it shouldn't be. Flamethrower. Sash Kartana, okay. Fair. I get the burn. That's unfortunate for my opponent. But like, they didn't change the game. I just go into Hitmontop afterward. I can fake out the Kartana, and I think +2 Bug Bite with Technician Boost should knock out the Porygon 2. And even if it doesn't, again, Porygon 2 can't do much. So yeah, not much my opponent could have done. Especially with priority like all around the board. Tapu Koko also outspeed. So actually what I could have just went in Tapu Koko, to be honest. Just click Dazzling Gleam Bug Bite, because I would definitely picked up the knockout Porygon too. So no matter what, yeah, my opponent didn't have like an answer to this. I'm just gonna go into Tapu Koko right here, because I could have just Gleam Bug Bite for the knockout to Porygon too. So no matter what, this end game, I'm really surprised my opponent didn't bring Feeny, to be honest. Because I think Feeny does really well against my team. Yeah. But luckily my opponent opted for like Kartana. It makes sense. It kind of makes sense why you opt for Arcanine for my Scizor. Yeah. So I'm just going to Thunderbolt here and Bug Bite. No reason not to. The match is going to be forfeit. So we do take another win here, which is really nice. 2 wins, very nice. And we're going to go for another one. I think we've been on a winning streak lately. With this team. Not sure how the other episodes are going, because I am switching teams back and forth, you know, just to make it a bit more exciting. But otherwise, yeah, we're going to be moving to the next game. But yeah, I don't like... Yeah, luckily my opponent just protected Porygon too. I think made an over-aggressive read. Maybe expected Fake Out. Maybe expected Fighting Z, which was definitely a potential option into that Porygon. And yeah, my opponent really didn't have a safe switching. But all I needed to do, I knew what I needed to do, just get that damage onto the Tapu Koko. Even if like the worst case scenario there was like try attacking the Tapu Koko and protect turn 1. Then it would have came down to a speed tie, I think. But I feel like it would have been better overall just to get the damage on Tapu Koko. We got just messed... Stop? I don't know. Garchomp, Tyranitar, Volcarona, Zapdos, Metagross, Tapu Fini. Now this looks like such a scary team to play against. This looks terrifying to play against. I also don't know who the Z move is. Honestly, I think Tyranitar is really solid in this matchup. I think I want to go him on top Tyranitar with Tapu Koko and Kommo-o in the back. Azumo can do a lot of work if we got a Belly Drum up. It does do a lot of work if I get a Belly Drum up, but it's hard to get a Belly Drum up because most Volcaronas carry Giga Drain. Tapu Fini, if it specs Moonblast, it's going to do a lot of damage, and if Metagross, you know, Iron Head, Zen Headbutt's going to hurt a lot, and there's a flinch chance, so I'd rather not risk it here. I'd rather just go play it safe. We'll find out how this works later, but yeah, I think the safe play is to set up with Tyranitar, try to do as much damage as possible, and then sweep afterward. The problem, I guess, if my opponent leads like Tyranitar, I guess Metagross paired with Garchomp or Tyranitar is scary. We'll find out here. Garchomp Volcarona, I will take that. So I get him on top Tyranitar in. Intimidate goes out into the Garchomp slot, which is really nice, and Sandstream activates. So I wonder if my opponent's afraid of the Tyranitar or is just going to go for as much damage as possible. I'm not sure if this is Scarf Garchomp. I kind of doubt it. Just don't be Sandvale Garchomp. I really hope you're not Sandvale Garchomp, which is a potential option. Dragon Dance Fake Out. I'm just trying to sweep with Tyranitar right now. Just do as much damage as possible. I don't care if Volcarona sets up because unless it's a Z move, it shouldn't be able to knock out Tyranitar with a +1 attack. Just don't be Sandvale Garchomp. Mega Garchomp. I could have said that with Kommo-o easily. Okay, so Mega Garchomp's not that scary to deal with at all, actually. And Volcarona protects. That's basically the best turn I could have asked for. Because I get a Fake Out into Garchomp, and I don't think this Garchomp should have a way to target down my Tyranitar. Unless you have Brick Break. I'm not sure Brick Break at -1 will knock me out, though. I'm just going to Wide Guard Rock Slide. I think that's the best play. If I get rid of Volcarona, that's really nice. Is that really nice? Volcarona's not. Well, I don't have to worry about Quiver Dance options. So yeah, I'm just going to Wide Guard here. And Rock Slide. My opponent doesn't have a good Rock Slide switching other than Metagross. And if Metagross comes in, Rock Slide and Assurance might be able to knock out the Metagross, which is why I'm kind of okay with this trade. It all comes down to what kind of Garchomp this is. Tyranitar's gonna come out, which is fine. The free Rock Slide damage on both of these Pokemon put it closer in range of Gleam from both my Pokemon. Wide Guard. Really want to know this Scarf Tyranitar though from my opponent. Rock Slide doing a good amount. To be honest, I would assume you have to bring Feeny in the back. I would have to assume you bring Feeny in the back. Oh! No, that's not what you want to do. That's not what you want to do. So, willing to sack your own Tyranitar there, but unfortunately for you, Tyranitar goes down, and that was your own fault. Oh, maybe my opponent was willing to trade Tyranitar for potentially damage onto my Tyranitar, but that's alright by me. Wow. This is a really cool, like, heavy sand team. But let's see what my opponent's going to opt for. You have to bring in your last Pokemon, I think, and it would be Feeny, I would assume. If you didn't bring Feeny against this team, very questionable. Volcarona's going to come back out. I'm not sure about that. I have no reason not to Wide Guard Rock Slide here. I have a chance to finish Garchomp if it has an actual move to target on Tyranitar. If it does, it should be super effective, and then like I could get my weakness policy boost. If you target down my Hitmon top of like a Dragon Claw or something, eject button will activate and I'll get a free switch into Tapu Koko. I wonder if it actually is Sandville though on the Garchomp. I'm really curious. Volcarona gonna protect, that's fine. Again, I'm looking for opportunities to set up my Kommo-o as well. But right now, Tyranitar is looking like it's gonna do the work. Wide Guard. Rock Slide. How much does it do? Okay. I got Dragon Dance up potentially, but I didn't want to. And my opponent's just gonna go for Earthquake. Okay. Which maybe my opponent was over predicting, expecting me not to wide guard there, but really there's no point of me not wide guarding here, right? Because it's just such a safe play. The Garchomp shouldn't have anything that could really target down Tyranitar otherwise. So I'm gonna wide guard Rock Slide again. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Like, I have no reason not to. Volcarona wants to switch out, that's fine. I get free chip damage onto whatever comes out. If it's Feeny, please give me that chip damage because it'd be beautiful. Looks like I'm going to stay in with both. Maybe hope for a Rock Slide miss potentially so you could get some big damage on the Tyranitar, maybe with a double up. But Tyranitar just going to hit Rock Slide, knock out the Volcarona. And yeah, again, like I'm not going for flinches on the Garchomp. It's just like my best play. I hit whatever it's on my opponent's side of the field and I'm weakening Garchomp. Poison Jab going to come out into the Hitmon top. Gonna activate my eject button. Now I can go on the top of Koko. Like I could go into Kommo-o, but like I don't think Kommo-o's doing anything in this game. I'm pretty sure it's Feeny in the back. And if it's Metagross in the back, I could just Gleam into Assurance and that would be able to pick up the knockout. Which is why I run Assurance on this Tyranitar. Because I have all my setup Pokemon are priority with Bullet Punch Aqua Jet for setups. And then I have Tapu Koko, which is faster than Scarf Tyranitar +1. And Kommo-o's faster than Tyranitar with its speed boost. So, yeah. And Zapdos comes out. Okay. I don't think I want to risk a miss on Zapdos, to be honest. Like, I know Rock Slide will be able to pick up the knockout, but Assurance plus Dazzling Gleam at +1, I think should just knock out Zapdos. This is the last turn of Sand, which, you know, could actually influence the game. If, like, Garchomp protects, Zapdos is able to live somehow and get a Tailwind up. So I do have to be a bit cautious. Although like Hitmon types a free switch in for Tapu Koko the following turn, and my opponent doesn't protect at all. So Dazzling Gleam gonna be able to knock out the Garchomp. Do a solid amount to Zapdos. I think that's an offensive Zapdos right there. And Assurance. I love Assurance. Okay, should knock out. Yeah, basically doubles in power if the opponent took damage this turn before you use the move. So now it's going to be able to pick up the win there. And that's going to be it for today's episode of Johto X Alola. Thank you. I did say Johto, right? Johto X Alola. But thank you all for tuning in today's episode. If you did like it, please leave a like down below to show your support. And you can go check out my other episodes of this. We're going to be doing, I think, 7 in total. But thank you all for tuning in. You can check out the other content that I have on this channel, side series, as well as the main content, VGC. If you're interested in more doubles action, you can definitely go check that out. You can check out my social medias, and especially Twitch, because I do stream these kinds of online tournaments, and I do plan on streaming them in the future, because they're a lot of fun, so definitely recommend doing so. Otherwise, yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I will catch you around in another video. Have a good day, people. See you around next time.